Welcome everybody and welcome to the best IB radio show on the planet, the Valley FM. I am your host, Daniel Coombs, and right by me I am joined by co-host Irene.
Hi.
We are starting off today's show by talking about the IB theme of experiences. Here with me today to talk about this topic we have Joaquin Padron and Daniel Gutierrez.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so today, March 15th, starts a very interesting tradition in the east of Spain. Many listeners already know what we're talking about. It's called Las Fallas, in the famous city of Valencia. This is a picturesque tradition and one of the most recognized in the country, not only by Spaniards, but also is recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage by humanity. These holidays last until the end of the week. During these days, you can enjoy parades, arts, dance performances, paella contests, bullfights, etc. On the first day is more or less setting everything up. On Thursday is the award ceremony of the best sculptures chosen, and they get a chance to stay in a museum. On the third day of the festivity has a photo touch, where people show their own designs in a big wooden structure. At the end of the celebration comes to an end with the closing event, La Nit del Foc, which means the night of fire. During 30 minutes, there's a firework display. When it's done, the night finishes with the crema. Sadly, they burn all the ninots, which are the sculptures that participate, symbolizing the beginning of the spring. The word fallas comes from the Latin, which means torch.
Hello, I am Daniel Gutierrez, and I am going to talk about the theme of migration. Immigration, people have the bad habit of thinking that immigration is only black people or people who come from poor countries, but immigration is also when a family goes to live in the United States for work. That is also mean immigration, not just black people. Immigration is necessary and people have to start educating their mind and realize that immigration is good for humanity.
Wow, that was extremely interesting. But before we go any further, hang tight and join us after this quick ad break.
Are you tired of studying and forgetting everything the day after the exam and you are too lazy to make your own cheat notes?
We present you the Chuletator, a web page that we put at your disposal where you can create your own cheat notes and where you can also find other people's cheat notes.
You just have to copy the text you want to include in your cheat note and select the size of the cheat note. You can select Typex model, water bottle model, or just a small piece of paper. Chuletator, don't study anymore.
You're listening to Valley FM.
Hey, did you hear Valley FM's back?
That's groovy.
Do you want to enjoy delicious fresh juice anywhere and anytime? With the Fresh Juice Blender, you can now prepare your favorite fresh juices in a matter of seconds, anywhere, anytime. Thanks to its portable and compact design, you can take it with you wherever you go, whether it's to work, the gym, or traveling. In addition, its powerful and modern and stainless steel blades guarantee that you will obtain a smooth and creamy juice in a matter of seconds. With the Fresh Juice Blender, enjoy freshness anywhere. Get yours today.
Moving on, and we are back. We are with the group Human Ingenuity, made by Claudia, Elsa, and Candela, and they're going to be talking about a bit about the Oscars.
Hi everyone. Oscars 2023. Ki Kwan, the boy from Indiana Jones and the Goonies, who just won the statue 3 years later. Kwan collected one of the first awards of the night of Oscars that was held this Sunday in Los Angeles. He gave an emotional speech thanking his parents for his efforts and talking about his childhood in which he spent 1 year in a refugee camp. He finally dedicated the award to his wife. He won the Oscars for Best Supporting Actor at Once Everywhere after he debuted in Hollywood 38 years ago.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the Willow Project. The Biden administration has approved the massive willow oil drilling project in Alaska and during climate outbreaks. The Willow Project is a decade-long oil drilling venture in the National Petroleum Reserve, which is owned by the federal government. The area where the project is planned holds up to 600 million barrels of oil. So that oil will take years to research the market since the project has yet to be transferred.
In the section of scientific innovation, we have Neuro 1, that is going to be the first Spanish rocket to be shipped to the States, developed by a company in Elche. It is planned to be launched between March and April of this year. With the launching, the Spanish space industry will take the lead. The rocket is 12.5 meters tall and the launching will take place in Huelva. A technical, scientific, human and strategic milestone. Having managed to simply place it on the ground is a technological milestone, says Ezequiel Sanchez.
Right, that's been all from the group of Human Ingenuity, and now we're off to Identities with Raquel, Catalina and Sara.
Hello everyone. So I'm here with Kata and Sara, and today we're going to talk about Ki Hu Kwan, also known as Jonathan Ki Kwan, who won an Oscar this Monday 13, focusing on how his life was since he started acting and how it can change even more after this great recognition.
He was born in Saigon, South Vietnam, but he was forced to leave his country when the Army of Republic of Vietnam was defeated during the fall of Saigon. His family selected for political asylum, and they immigrated to the United States. He became a young actor. He began acting at 12. He had a side character role in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom as Harrison Ford's sidekick. After being in Indiana Jones, his family changed his last name to Hai Kang, so he had easier name to recognize in the films. The other notable role he had, it was as a kid, it was from the Goonies movie.
After these two successful roles, everyone would think he would have the best movie scores, but it was the opposite. After these two roles, he only got smaller and smaller roles, and it wasn't until 2022 that he managed to return to acting with a role in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Thanks to that movie, he won an Oscar. With all of this, we can see that he was not always successful, but thanks to the fact that he decided to audition for this very successful film, he's able to gain great recognition, and now his career can start to take off, getting bigger roles.
Well, that was very interesting. The same topic, but under two different points of view.
Yeah.
But before we continue the show, we're going to have to go to a quick ad break.
Valley FM. It's not the Valley of the Fallen, it's the Valley of the Rockers.
Have you ever dreamed of being able to know what someone is thinking? Imagine knowing everything that people think of you without them really knowing that you read their thoughts. Here at Valley FM, we bring you an app called Did You Know That? Download it now.
Valley FM, the best radio.
Of not getting gains at the gym?
Are you tired of not getting any chicks?
Are you tired of being fat and ugly? Become only ugly.
With our new Matcha Whey Protein, you will become the Arnold Schwarzenegger of your neighborhood's gym.
Matcha Whey Protein is not only really healthy and helps you to supplement your diet, but it also has the magic that you need to get big.
Matcha Whey Protein, available at your local store.
Eat big and get big.
Matcha Whey Protein.
Valley FM. Everything the light touches is the valley.
This is Valley FM.
Are
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching Monsters Inc? Do you want an Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson in your life?
Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home?
Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students.
With this app, you will find your own Kate Beckett.
Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Owens Kennedy, and today I'm going to present to you a video which shows you the solution to all of your problems in life. Hey you, are you in need of a refreshing drink to refuel yourself? Well then look no further and get My Coca energy drink to refuel yourself. Frequently I was tired during training week. Thankfully and luckily, My Coca energy drink saved me, giving me all the energy I needed for longer training sessions.
So hey, we're back from the ad break, and now we have Pablo M, Alberto G, Maria F, and George Shales presenting Sharing the Planet with the impact of a new asteroid and process group of the greenhouse effects.
Hi everyone. So as the host already said, today in the topic of Sharing the Planet, Alberto and Jorge will bring us some interesting news about a new asteroid that will damage our planet. On the other hand, Maria and I will talk about Insular Britain, a protest group related to the greenhouse gases.
Yes, we're going to talk about a new asteroid that could hit Earth on Valentine's Day in 13 years. An asteroid about 50 meters in diameter, discovered on February 26, is on a path that poses little risk on impact Earth on February 14, 2046. We have been tracking a new asteroid called 2023 DW that has a very small probability of hitting Earth in 2046. Often, when new objects are first discovered, several weeks of data are needed to reduce uncertainties and adequately predict their orbits in the future, explains NASA on the Twitter account dedicated to asteroid tracking.
Its closest approach to Earth is expected on February 14, 2046 and at 1.8 million kilometers from the planet. NASA orbit analysts will continue to monitor asteroid 2023 DW and update prediction as more data comes in. The asteroid, discovered from the MIAP San Pedro de Atacama observatory, has an estimated diameter of 49 meters and is currently 0.12 astronomical units from Earth, circulating at a relative speed of 24.63 kilometers per second with respect to the Sun. Its orbital period is 271 days, and SS Near Earth Object Coordination Center forecasts a direct hit probability of 1 in 625 as a Marte 8, although these probabilities are recalculated daily.
Right, so now Maria and I will introduce you to Insular Britain, a protest group in Britain. So, Insular Britain protesters jailed last week after voting to return to streets. It all started on 13 September 2021 when a series of Insular Britain protesters related to obstruction of traffic began. The group blocked the M25 and other motorways in the UK, as well as roads in London and the port of Dover. A judge has jailed an Insular Britain protester. He vowed to return to the streets to carry out more disruptive protests if he was not sent to prison. Stephen Pritchard, 63, was one of the first 4 Insular Britain defendants to be sentenced for causing public nuisance over their campaign of disruptive civil resistance protests on major roads in 2021. He told Judge Reid before sentencing, "I consider peaceful civil resistance to be the most responsible thing I can do." He added, "The only possible way I could imagine stopping peaceful civil resistance in this context is for you to tell me that this country has stopped pumping greenhouse gases into the air."
Well, so the court here the journeys of thousands of people were likely to have been disrupted by their protest on 1 of October of 2021. The conviction came after 4 others were hit in an early trial for taking part in the symptom.
Also, supporters of the Insular Britain campaign staged disruptive protests on motorways and other busy roads around London and the southeast in autumn 2021.
demanding the government launch a program to insulate the homes of the country full of people.
Wow, that was very interesting, but now, sadly, we have some ad breaks.
Energy drink has been elaborated with the most premium of ingredients, such as coconut water and caffeine. And thanks to the Mistia, we achieve an explosiveness to get you through the day. But don't just take my word for it. I have brought here with me world-class footballer DP7, who has been given a taste of our amazing drink, who is going to give a review on it right now.
I'm a professional footballer. Honestly, if I don't have my cocaine energy drink, I think I wouldn't be a professional footballer. Frankly, I'm addicted to my cocaine energy drink. I use it for all: training, running, sleeping. It's the best drink ever. Now you may be asking yourself, I want my cocaine energy drink, but where can I buy it? Well, I have you covered. My cocaine energy drink has been made available in all Mercadona stores in Spain. So what are you waiting for? Get it, man!
So, hey, we're back again, and now we have Daniel Villa, Maria Estevez, Elena C, and Leticia R. talking about social organization. They're gonna talk about university majors that people you regret doing the most.
Hello. We are the social organization group, and for today we have been researching the top 10 degrees that people have regretted. You might be surprised by some of them, which will now be discussed. We will start with the ones that have the lowest percentage, and then with the ones that people regret the most.
On the bottom, we have English language and literature, close the top 10 of degrees with the most former students that regret so. In total, 52 of those survived will not return to these studies. Ruben, are you in the 52% of those who regret having chosen English philology?
Right. I am genuinely surprised that that's a thing, because to be honest, in my experience it was quite the opposite. I started off not particularly enjoying the first couple of semesters in uni, because the subjects did not have much to do with me as a person and my tastes, but then over time I fell in love with my degree, and in fact I love literature, I love linguistics, I love what that allows me to do, which is basically to speak about a language that I think has a huge impact in the world, and that is very important for the culture where I come from the Spanish perspective, to learn. So I honestly don't see how anybody could regret that, but apparently it is so.
So you think that the degree subjects are not the correct one, but you like the opportunities that gave that degree?
Well, not exactly. It's just that I was a kid when I started, you see. So I was just a year older than you guys, because I was born in December. So when I started uni, I was 17, and the first year they were telling me about Shakespeare, and they were telling me about people that I had never confronted in my life, whose texts I did not understand. My level of English at the time, of course, was not what it is today. So I was simply too immature, maybe to understand and to grasp the whole meaning of what the subjects entailed. But then it was only then when I grew up, basically, mentally speaking, emotionally speaking, everything, that I started developing a love for my studies.
Okay, thanks for your testimony. Well, Maria. Can you dazzle us with the next degree with more regrets of?
The next degree is biology, which is ranked number 9. 52% of respondents regretted having studied. In this degree, living beings are studied in an integral way, from the molecular level to the ecosystem, in order to understand their structure, function, diversity, origin, evolution, and interrelationships. According to Eiro Innova, the disadvantages of this degree are the following. It is poorly paid in the educational field, especially in Latin America. It is important to take this into account if your intention is to become a millionaire quickly. To carry out research, you need to have a good capital, and you must also dedicate a lot of time to study and work.
Well, the next one is political science degree that is also ancestral. 56% regret choosing this option. Most respondents state that the subjects are based more on the ideology of the professors rather than on the state contents. Interviewers commented that the main reasons for their decisions to study this degree were the big interest that they had in the analysis of the speech, that they were concerned about social problems, and that they wanted to drive a change of the society. However, most of the interviews claims that this was not fulfilled because of the professors. So what is next, Leticia?
The medical opinion assessment that there are people who regret this study because they have to study a lot and you lose many years, plus you take a long time to start working. And then it's going to talk about marketing.
Then marketing is one of the most popular degrees today related to the business world. A marketing specialist will have the ability to position products and services, analyze and set prices for those products, and they will always have to make a marketing plan to find out marketing demand, establish distribution channels, and carry out plans according to that demand. It could be related to social media, advertising, publicity. However, 16% of the students say that it is too general and doesn't prepare them for what is like to advertise a business, and they also create more competition in the workplace rather than helping each other. In the middle of this ranking, we have education. The degree of education is basically the process of teaching someone something about a specific subject. For this, it is too general. It's too necessary to have patience, autonomy, and vocation. From my point of view, we are all here because in the past a teacher taught us something good or bad, but in the end they taught us something. With the time that we have learned will be different knowledge. However, 61% say that it is not worthy. Toyin, do you remember a teacher who has helped you to learn something and nowadays you are grateful for it?
Yeah, I had a teacher in secondary school, and he was similar to me as an assistant teacher, and he come from a country called Suriname, which most people don't know in the Western world. And he really inspired me because he was just the coolest person I ever met, and he helped me a lot at the time of my life. So he used to help me in terms of sport, help me with a lot of my work as well, like literature. For example, you mentioned literature. I like literature. I like all kinds of art forms. So he helped me with that. He helped me to express myself. So even now I remember him, and I remember it was maybe 10 years after I bumped into him. He was still living in England, and he still remembered me. We spoke a lot, and he helped me because he helped me a lot. So teachers like that, they inspire you, and it even inspired me to wanna teach, so I could do the same to other people.
So that is great. So do you think this profession is as bad as people think it is because you are not teaching?
No, I think it's a rewarding job because you can actually help people. Sometimes it depends where you are. It can depend the neighbour where you are, but it's a very rewarding job, especially if you help someone who has problems. Maybe someone who has learning difficulties. It's rewarding when you see someone, they might come in and they find something very hard, and you explain it to them, and they start to understand it, and you can see the growth in that person. So that I remember even I've taught in other schools, and I have bumped into students that still remember me, and they say, "Oh, I remember you from when you taught me in Badge. You helped me with this." So when you see something like that, that's what makes you want to keep coming back every year.
Yes, so thank you very much for your testimony. Now we have Maria with communication.
Communication is another one of those very popular and general degrees that unfortunately has a good number of regrets. 70%, 64% of those who studied it. In this degree, we study the techniques and tools to transmit messages efficiently and creatively. The disadvantages of this degree go hand in hand with the job opportunities, since there are few job offers in the market and there is a lot of competition for each position offered. What's next, Leticia?
The fine arts. These careers often a wide training in relationship to artistic creations. The traditional ones, such as drawing, painting, sculpture, and more the actuals. The digital image, photography, video creation. However, the
62% of those who studied it regret it because when you leave or finish this degree, you only can do things related with art. And then Danny is going to talk about sociology.
Well, sociology studied with fine arts. Again, the 72% regret having studied it according to ZipRecruiter data. The reality, however, is that sociology can be incredibly useful for today's world. It helps us better understanding the social structures and systems that shape our life. It provides us a deeper understanding of how culture, history, and even our own individual experience and behaviors interact to create a complex world. At the same time, sociology can be challenging because it involves a lot of reading, writing, and critical thinking. Additionally, some students might find that this degree is too abstract or even depressing. Sociology, in the end, studying sociology can be rewarding, but it requires commitment and dedication. Those who are willing to put in time and effort can gain a greater understanding of the world and make an impact on the lives of others. However, those who don't have the interest or emotion may regret studying sociology, and as I said before, this is a high number. Maria, what is next?
The worst career that someone could choose is journalism. Since 1991, it has become a very dangerous career because of talking about something that has happened in the real life. And it is true, someone could end your life by killing you or hurting you. On the other hand, it is important to have vocation since news comes at any time and you must be prepared to report it.
So this is all for today. We would like to say that everyone has to study what they want and what they like. Everyone is different and other experience don't have to affect your election. So thanks for listening and see you next week.
Wow, that was very interesting and this has been a great show. But sadly we have to go. It's been a pleasure having you all. Thank you very much to our technicians Manuel and Dia and to our director Pedro. These have been our hosts Irene and Daniel. Bye bye.